Hi there and welcome to Bustthenet. Yes, these are the Kingstonian Diaries, and we're doing okay. I want to try and cover two matches today, because if I can win at least one of them or maybe even both, then we will secure promotion. But before I get any further, I just want to highlight one thing. Usually around April, you will get a notification of players that have been released by clubs. Now, when these players get released by clubs, I generally just invite them all for trials. And if your reputation is enough, they will join you. So we've got a lot of these players who are formerly from clubs like Manchester United, or these are basically all Premier League clubs. So now the good thing here is that two things are going to happen. Firstly, the value. The value is not going to be the same as some of your other players. Like some of my players are valued at 3K. And now their value is going to be a lot more higher. The second thing is most of them will have higher potential ability. So this is like one surefire way of trying to get quality players into your youth team. They're 17, 18 years old. And it's a cool way for you to add players to your squad. Now, how do you keep abreast of these players? There is one way of doing it, and it's probably quite time consuming. Generally, what you do is you go to World and then you go to transfers. Then you will notice that you go to youth intake. These are all the players, and you go to the month because there's a youth intake there's a youth intake once in a while. Like here, we've got here you got a youth intake for 2022, and these are all the players who joined the club. Now these guys are 17 years old. You can go back further if you want. So you can, if you've been playing for a while, you'll come to another March, and these are all from Arsenal. But right now, they'll all be a lot older, so they'll be 18 years old. You can actually scout these players if you have the time and the resources. You can scout these players and start thinking of adding them to your pool of players. Now, naturally, there's a lot of players, and it's pretty hard to do it. So I typically look for clubs which have a decent academy, right? So like Arsenal, Manchester United, Liverpool. So you go to clubs which have a decent academy, and there's gonna be a lot of competition for places, and they might not even get a chance to play. So what I do is, like for example, here we've got a whole bunch of players from Man City, right? So I will just do this. I'll come to them, scout, and assign a scout from the scouting pool for say 2 weeks. Now my scouts go out, they build the knowledge of these players, and these are all players that are of age where you could potentially sign them very soon, right? And you probably can get them for free to boost up your youth squad. Now if I were to, I could also do the same now. I'll just zoom into March of 2023, and these are all younger players, 17 years old. Some of them are going to be 16 years old, I think. And you do the same thing. But notice one thing, their values right now are still only like 42.5. So if you scout, you might find some gems, even a 3-star or a 4-star. I'll probably you can't sign them now because they're too young. They haven't got the contract yet. See, they got to go to a tribunal. But if you don't want to avoid that hassle, just go back a few years, 1 year, and then pick a month like March. Go in there and pick a player. He's probably 18 years old. Now he's out on loan. He's valued at £275,000. Just keep doing this, and then find an academy that you think produces good players. And there you go. You find some players that you probably can add to your side. And some of these players, they're going to be released by these clubs. United, Chelsea, Arsenal, they always release players. So, you can go out there and you can add them to your list. So I'm trialing all these players. They're all going to be on a youth contract. They're 17 years old, 18 years old. And some of these players they're so much better than what I have. And chances are I'm going to hang on to some of these players. Like Simon Thomas, defender center, not too bad. Because in the long run, we are going to be depending on English players, because my Brexit is quite a Brexit, because I cannot. Every player needs a work permit, and I have to make things easier for me. I'm going to have to develop a English or a core Irish side. English Irish side for Kingstonians. Now back with Kingstonians, we are in with the chance to get promoted. So we've got quite a few clubs in with the top 4 shout. So the playoff spots have been secured by Kingstonian, Wolves and Fulham. Kingstonian's run-in includes matches against Brentford, Middlesbrough 13, Millwall 16 and Cardiff. This is not a bad run-in for us. Cardiff is going to be a bit of a nuisance because they've got 2 teams that are in playoff fight, basically fighting for their lives. Actually, I'd rather have Fulham's run, Ipswich, Barnsley. We've got these 2 teams. Any team that's in like 10th, 15th, they're pretty good. Like Hull, QPR, this is a good run in. But we'll see. 13 to 16 still good. I mean, if I can beat Brentford, then I have a chance to secure an automatic playoff spot. So here we go. Let's see what we can do against Brentford. Remember our last show where we screwed things up and I went on attack or support from the flanks. So we want to avoid that. I'm looking at my players as well. We've got Rob Howard, Robbie McKenzie, 81%. That's like low, really low. Matthias Kate will have to play. Joe Hanks will play for Rob Howard, I guess. Yeah, this is not looking very good. We don't have a team that's strong that can finish the game. Got Robbie McKenzie who will need a substitution, and then I've got probably Jonathan Dinzei who might need a substitution. So these are the players. Kevin O'Connor is not available because he screwed things up by getting himself sent off in one of the games. He got a straight red. There wasn't even a discussion. 2-footed lunge at the player. And I was pretty pissed off after that. Okay, so here we go. Hopefully we can get 2 games done rather quickly. So opposition instructions, and let's kick off. All right, Roberts to Fulton to Allen, come on, to Tuan Zibi. Oh my goodness, they got Tuan Zibi. Who else they got? They got Axel Tuan Zibi. Bloody hell, Joe Allen as well. So this is a star-studded team. Right, we have quite a match now. It's a good thing that we have a bit of def. You see, look at this, 78%. Well, they are tired too. Hang on a minute. Okay, this is what we do. They got Chris Roberts and Dominic Solanke. Both their strikers. I'm going to play dirty. Tackle hard. Tight mark. Show onto wrong foot. Let's try and wear this team out. 5 minutes left to go in the first half. What can we do? We have to defend a corner. First real highlight of the game. Gambin to Pope. Once again, no highlights is not a bad thing. Especially when you have your attitude was to be a bit defensive. Solanke with the ball. He's coming away with it. Roberts, tight mark. Tuan Zibi gets it away. They pull this out. Kate reads that. McKenzie to Hanks. Hanks back to Kate. I think it's Kate, right? I don't know. It might even be Kite. Hanks to McKenzie. McKenzie to Ashley Pope. Holds the ball up for McKenzie. Gambin! I don't believe it. Gambin, you missed it from there. Okay, okay, we need 3 good chances inside the box. That's all we need. And there'll be a goal in it. There'll always be a goal when I get 3 chances inside the box. Toure to McKenzie. So far we've had 1. To Ashley Pope. Boys are just... I think I'm more nervous than the team. Okay, Pope comes back. Okay, we're not overcommitting our wing backs. That's good. One of the reasons why we kept dropping points in the last couple of games. Even the last game, I was 1-0 up, and then I decided I wanted more goals. I lost the game 2-1. Why? Because I was stupid. Wing backs on support, wing back on attack. I was just going for it too much. Kate with the ball shoots. It's going to go wide. That's not inside the box. So we still need a few more chances. And that's also a set piece. I don't really count that. Okay, Hanks. Oh, Rob Solanke comes away. Roberts, come on, chop him down. Yeah, I think he knows that we're going to chop him down. That's why he released that ball a bit early. Ward, come on, boys. Chop them down. Don't let them near the goal. Thou shalt not cross my defensive line. Tuan Zibi to Ward. You shall not get past. What? Yes. Solanke does well, but not well enough. to Magloire, Magloire to Toure, Toure to Mackenzie, Mackenzie to Joe Hanks, to Mackenzie. I'm doing this more to fire my boys up. Come on. A win, boys. That's all. Bloody Joe Hanks. What is wrong with you? Good save from Lee Birch. Come on, Joe Hanks. Live up to the hype. Magloire hits it out. Yeah, so far the hard tackling. Okay, that's it. Chris Roberts has been taken off. They got Ibrahim Ayew now. What's he like? Oh lordy. Okay, we're not tight marking him. This guy has got lightning speed, man. 16, 20, first touch of 12, 18, and he's got decent balance. So if I tight mark him, he's just gonna explode past me. And I think that's it, you know. We have to be very careful about how we handle Ayew. Is playing here. Kate plays it to, was meant for Mackenzie, but somehow or another, so Hanks decided he wanted the ball. Hanks to Pope. Okay, that's him. That's the speedy Gonzalez. Plays it to Solanke. Solanke finds Ward. Ward with the chance to cross, block. Joe Allen to Woods. Woods is 16 minutes on the clock. Ejaria shoots. It's wild. It's not going to test the keeper. 16 minutes on the clock. Come on, boys. We've done okay. All right, we may have to take off Mr. Mackenzie and bring on Rob Howard. Okay, what do we have here? We have a free kick. Joe Hanks to Howard. The duck. Joe Hanks plays it to Pope. Pope. Why is Pope not even in the box? Okay, well, must be my set piece routine where I put in 3 guys who can hit the ball inside the box. Howard, but they didn't use the set piece. O'Dwyer, thank God. Kavare to Hanks. Kate looks for Gambin. Gambin gets it there, but it's Hanks with the ball. I thought there might even be a penalty in that. Okay, over the top it goes to Ojo. Ayew is rushing into the box. He's got the acceleration, but Ojo does not have the cross in him. So we've got about 8 minutes left on the clock. We're still doing quite okay. Ward with the ball. The whole goal here is to have a solid defense, and then with about 5 minutes left on the clock, this is when I turn you guys. Support and support. Okay, 5 minutes. Let's do this. 5 minutes left on the clock. If you're gonna sneak in a winner, we sneak in now because I can accept the risks. Hangs to the corner. Magloire. Oh, Kavare. No. We have to defend this. Dinzei. Back to Kavare. Back to Hanks. There's time on the clock. We have the ball. Howard out. He goes to Kavare. To Kate. To Hanks. Hanks looks around and he tries to find the pass, but he does not get there. There's only a few minutes left on the clock, and it's now Brentford, but it's not enough time. Full-time score 0-0. We done okay. We didn't lose. We didn't lose this match. But now we dropped the second spot. Still okay. It level on points with Wolves. 4 points ahead of Fulham. And now another big match coming up is going to be against Middlesbrough. We're all set for game number 2. Game number 2. Wait, hold on. We got Maguire, Dinzei, O'Dwyer. We got one defender called Raglan. I've not been using him. Alright, gonna call upon his services. So there we go. We got our team all set up for the big match against Middlesbrough. We're traveling away from home. Team talk with underdogs here again. Alright, Pope back to Dinzei. We're playing against a 3-man defense as well. Okay, so because we're playing against a 3-man defense, I'm going to take some chances. You guys don't stay back. You guys are going to go forward. I'm going to put more pressure on those wing backs. Lewis, if we stay too deep, those wing backs get a chance to run at us, and I don't want that to happen. I want it to be hard for them to run at us. Gambin with a great cross. That was close. So if I can push my wing backs up, it's a risk, yes, but yeah, they got 2 boys up top. You know, they'll have to work really hard to get past 3 out of 3 central defenders. Hopefully this works. We have a slight advantage over Middlesbrough, and I want to use that. Okay, so far, so Alright, Lee Birch with the goal kick, plays it out to Maguire. Maguire plays it to Toure. Toure back to McKenzie. McKenzie to Howard. Howard plays it to Kate. Oh, Howard and Kate are playing the wrong spots. Okay. Kate looks for Pope. The touch didn't work. Come off. Osborne to Oka. Oka over the top. Raglan reads the danger. Kate. They play back to Neville. This is the two strikers have to work while wingback gets into play. But this should be ours. No, it's not. Ooh. Almost. We almost gave a goal to Braithwaite. Still Kingstonian 0, Middlesbrough 0. And in other results, in the league table, Kingstonian still have the second spot on the table behind Wolves, the favourites for lifting the title. Okay, Neville. Oh no, Pope saw the mistake. Plays it straight out of Kate. Kate has got support from Cavari. Cavari back to McKenzie. McKenzie finds Kate. Kate crossing it into the box. Braithwaite, the striker, goes all the way back to pick the pieces up. So far, Pope isn't having a good game, but he's actually one of the better players. I gotta leave him on the pitch. Howard to McKenzie. To Gambin. Gambin has got a wing back in support. Toure now crossing it for Pope. Pope scores. Yes. Faith. Kingstonian 1, Middlesbrough 0. Patience is the name of the game here. We have to wait for matches where we have a slight advantage. So, okay. Alright, now I have to look at how they are playing. I guess they are still playing the same way. I'm not going to change the way we play our wingbacks. We're still going to be pushing the wingbacks high up the pitch. If I put my wingbacks on defend duty, they only have wingbacks, right? So what's that going to do? Their wingbacks don't get high up the pitch. So this forces them to defend most of the time. That's what I want to do. So they have to beat me with their 2 against our 3, and hopefully the rest of the team gets back to defend in time. So if this keeps up, then we might be able to secure the win. I only have to worry when that tactic changes into a 3-striker formation. That's when my wingbacks go on defend duty. Alright, 75 minutes in. So far, so good. Okay, and this is a bit crazy. Well, we played the same way. They pushed their 2 wingbacks into side midfielder positions. 92 minutes, 93. It's their downer man. It's a free kick for us in the box. I think we may have just secured a promotion spot. Maguire to Gambin. Back to Maguire. Now to McKenzie. Inside the box. Gambin. Oh, nice. It's Kingstonian 1, Middlesbrough 0. Middlesbrough have been upset by the case. It's a good result. What a great result. So what does that mean for the table? That's going to be interesting. This might be a long show. Bear with me. Achievement. What is that? National hero. Oh, I don't know what achievement that is. I have to go and check. I think it's got to do with getting promoted through all the tiers. Let me check. You have 1 promotion from the bottom to the top division in the nation. We have been promoted. Yeah, of course. 7 points. There's no way they can catch us. We've done it. Yes, we've done it. Thank you for the loan signings. These are the guys that helped us. Luke Gambin, signed on loan. Emmanuel Toure, signed on loan. They made a huge difference to our tactic. Ashley Pope, he's out with a twisted knee. Scored the goal and then got injured in the process. 20 goals of the season. Good enough for us. Michael Williams, also on loan, played a few games. But this covered for us because I was using Jonathan Muleba as a left back and he's not good enough. And then it's a good thing that we brought in the fullback on loan because Zach Weiner has been injured for the longest time. I haven't been able to play him. So he's been out for a while. His injury was 5 weeks. So he lost that injury and then he keeps getting injured. So I'm just happy that we've managed to get promoted. Wow. Set initial budgets. Okay, look, my wage budget, that's the most important thing. I have to have maxed out. If it's a bit too late now to max out the wage budget. Okay, good. My wage budget, they give me a transfer budget of 19 million for next season. Okay, my wage budget is 314,000. Okay, so this is what we've got to work with for next season. That's the good news. Promotion. Teams promoted. Wolves and Kingstonian both been promoted. Yes. Ashley Pope waited for this day to get. And now I finally go for a press conference because I've been sending my assistant for every single press conference. Now I shall sit down. Now I'll talk to the press. You want promotion for the side, but questions linger about your future at the club with your contract soon expiring. Do you expect to be here next season to lead your team in this new challenge? I'd rather not talk about it. The promotion race was a close run thing, and nobody is quite sure of who would go up until today. Did you ever doubt that you would secure promotion? I'd be lying if I ever said I never doubted it. Congratulations, you see a promotion for the Sky Bet Championship. How does this moment feel? I'm happy for the club and the fans, but keen not to become too complacent. You must be pleased with Tyler Maguire's performance. Yes, I am. Rob Howard has been Player of the Year. He's been very impressive. Yes, for me, the most important player for us this season was Rob Howard. I'm going to go through each player and I'll rate them in terms of how important they are to my system. Rob Howard, by far the most important player in my team. Backup player, he could still improve, but he played as a ball-winning midfielder. His position was only 9, but he was okay. But he's not going to be... I'm hoping that he can fit into the team next season, but Rob Howard played a big part. The other player... I'm not even gonna deal. They'll come to me and I'll say no, get lost. I'm not gonna sign contracts now. The other player that played a big part was Robbie McKenzie. We signed him as well this season. His value is now 205k. Big part he played for us this season. Played 32 games consistently, 7.16. So my central midfield pairing was very important. At the back, this guy was a revelation. Jonathan Denzei. I like to call him my Denzel. Acceleration 15. Positioning 11. Jumping 15. Heading dog shit. Okay, so what do I do? In my system, I wanted to play with a 3-man backline and I wanted somebody to step out early. So he has the acceleration to step out. His anticipation isn't that good, but sometimes he gets up there, he wins the ball that we need to win because we don't have a DM playing here. So he, by and large, the most important player. These two, dog shit. Useless defenders. They make more mistakes than I can count. Okay, yeah, Kavari, early start to the season, pretty good. I think he will still play for us next season because he's not that bad. Positioning, pretty okay, 12. He can play, I'm hoping that he ends up as a defensive midfielder, but this was a major signing for us. Again, 6.98, not that fantastic, but he wins most of the tackles that he goes in for, 80% tackle win ratio. We had Kate, this guy, Matthias Kate, I don't know how to pronounce it, but he played a big part in our run as well. He might not look like the perfect player, right? So he's not. I don't think he's going to be around next season, but he played a big part on the right flank as an inside forward, and he's playing on the right side as an inside forward, and he's just there to hold up the ball and pass it to other people because his passing is 12, vision is 10, composure is 11, balance not that good, so he doesn't have a lot of great games. So we knew we might have a problem with this flank. I brought in quite a number of players to play in this position, but very few of them turned out okay. But here, this guy Pope, 23 years old. I have to play him most of the games. He scored 20 goals for me in the Sky Bet Championship. He will be part of my team next season. On the left flank, I had this guy on loan from Chesterfield. Of all teams, Chesterfield. Value at 3.7k. Acceleration 13. He did enough for us for this season, but he won't be good enough for us next season because the acceleration at 13 isn't going to get him past any players. So for next season, we definitely are looking for a new winger, inside forward, definitely a new ball-winning midfielder, and probably a deep line playmaker. We're going to look for a new wing-back. We're also going to have to look for two more central defenders because these guys, they were good enough for us in the championship, but they don't have the quality for the Premiership. What about this chap here, Joe Hanks? Will I keep him? No, not good enough. Even this season when he was playing for us, he did okay. Uh, Occasionally, yeah, pitches in with a goal, but this team is a complete overhaul if they are going to be competitive next season. So with 19 million, I have to basically find 12 players. And we also have the under 18s that I'm looking at that have joined us. So we're going to look at these boys and probably going to sign a few of them to hot prospect contracts. Like here we got Andy Ford, looks potentially like an inside forward. Patrick Napier, Danny Phillips, all these players are going to be signed because they're better. They're not that bad. I mean, 18 years old, so they will get a chance to go on loan or maybe even try out for the first team. Like here, Simon Thomas, he's got decent, but he has to play a lot of games. Then got Jonathan Warren, not too bad, has to play a few more games. So I'm probably going to go into all these players immediately and offer them, I'm probably going to offer all of them a contract after this. But we have to clean out a lot of the dead weight in this club because a lot of players are not going to have contract extensions. Like Charlie Clough, gone. All these players I see here, they're all going to go. Steven Sessegnon, nice experiment, but I don't think he's going to be with us. Morgan Penfold, he's gone. So quite a number of players are going to go. There's going to be a complete clear out of this team before we get into the Premiership. So the next time you see me, I'll be doing pre-season match selection, pre-season player searches, and then finally determining who is going to be playing. And I'll be making that decision before the first pre-season friendly. I'm going to have all my players in the club before the pre-season starts because I want to start with the players I expect to start the season with, and I want to use them in pre-season because I want to see how they work with the tactics I've decided. I'm only going to use one tactic next year, hopefully. Well, I hope you enjoyed this edition of the Kingstonian Diaries. It's a fantastic adventure. We've made it up again, and we didn't win. I don't know if we're going to win the title, but we're in a dead heat with Wolves and hoping that we do. But if you have any questions, find me Twitter at Bustthenet or addicted.fm.com, my website, the usual places. Once again, I'd like to thank all my patrons for their continued support of this channel. You make these kind of shows possible for the rest of the community. You guys take care, have a good one. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.